We are going to review Soleran's Life Safety Drawing Manager. This is designed to make your life safety drawings dynamic and interactive. Your drawing manager will be organized into the same hierarchy as your location in the database. So for example, here we are looking at the Mercy Regional Campus, Building 1 and Floor 4. The yellow indicators will let us know that there actually are drawings located on this particular level. And then I can navigate to a particular markup. We can even upload new drawings. So I'll go to my next building here, select my floor, and I can add a markup. I'll click that plus icon here and I can give it a name. This is our first floor drawing. I can select that image. And as I do, I have advanced import options where I can select the resolution that I desire. Standard will give us the best performance in terms of zooming in and out, being able to place assets onto our drawing, and faster load times. As we increase the resolution, of course, we'll be able to zoom in more and more and more on finer details, but of course, we will lose a little bit of speed in our ability to interact with it. So you can make those choices best on your intentions for using the system. We'll stick with standard. I'll select my image to load that drawing. I'll click OK, and it will add that as our default markup to this floor. I can certainly add additional markups to this floor in case I wanted to track something also like our electrical system. I can add another drawing. So that I have multiple markups or different layers on that particular building. Once we have our drawings, we can also add assets to our drawings. So if I return to my fourth floor and my building 1, this is the markup that we are looking at present. If I want to add a fire extinguisher to this, on my left-hand pane, I can click the plus icon where I can drag different markers onto my drawing. Here I have some markers for specific asset types and a general asset marker. Since I don't have one for fire extinguishers at the moment, I will drag that onto my drawing to place that asset. Since it's adding a new asset, I will see my asset form load over here on the right so that I can add this new asset. I can fill out all of my regular asset information, give it a status, select a category for it, since we're going to make this one a fire extinguisher, and click submit to add it to that drawing. Since we created some different icons or different markers for our different types of assets, if I want to have my fire extinguishers stand out, I can return to my configuration of the tool. And I can see my different markers that I've created. I have markers currently for work orders and assets. If I expand my asset markers, I can see that I've set up ones for particular categories. I can add a new marker for my assets, make it dependent on the category and the value of fire extinguisher. I can create a marker on the fly using my pre-built options to select a shape and a color. I can also import a custom icon as well. So in this case, let's use our fire extinguisher icon here. I will open that and add it as our new icon for our fire extinguishers. I'll return to my drawing and we can now see my marker for fire extinguishers will stand out. Now when we return to our drawing, like I mentioned, we can see that our fire extinguishers now stand out with their own independent icon. I can also add assets that currently exist by pulling them from a report. In the lower right-hand corner, I have my report icon, where I can access designated reports that I might need in my drawing tool. I can see an asset from the list if it's not already having a colorful icon, such as this asset on my list here, and can drag it and drop it onto my drawing, and it will add that asset's placement onto that particular drawing. I can even drag an asset on and update its location information in the event that it is moved or changed floors. When I drag such an asset onto my drawing, it will prompt me to update the location information to the current level of that drawing. And we can accept the changes in the prompt. The reports that appear alongside with our drawing can also be searched and filtered. For example, we can search for a particular asset identifier on that list or other fields of information. We also have some unique options for filtering these reports. If I click my filter icon over here, I can choose to filter my markup by the information in the report. I can also choose to filter my report based on the data points in my drawing. So if I select that, it's going to refine my report to just the 24 assets that are currently present on my drawing. We can also narrow the scope of what we look at by hiding and showing different icons as our markers. I can choose what assets I might want to zero in on by hiding the eye icon here to show particular assets. I can even show or add other record types on my drawing as well, such as work orders. Here I've got work orders also showing on my drawing, and I've even included a badge. If I open up my badge legend here, I can see that the red dot next to my work order marker indicates that this is a high priority work order. I can click on assets and or work orders in my drawing to pull up a panel on the right to access them. We'll be able to see our work order form where we can make any changes to that work order as necessary. Note that this will also link to our work order system. So I can see in my work order system when you're viewing the work order, a snapshot of the area around where this work order is. So if we navigate to this particular work order, we can add images such as the markup snapshot. And from the work order system, you can also click on this markup icon to take you to that specific markup and navigate around further. The same will also apply for our assets, where you can get a snapshot of where the general area of that asset is in the work order system as well. We have a couple of additional helpful tools in our Life Safety Drawing Manager. I can invite people who are not users to participate in editing this drawing on a short-term basis. I can use my tool over here, select Invite, and send them an invitation. When I send them the invitation, I can also select what time period the access will be for. All we need is their email address in order to send them that information, and I can grant them a specific time frame of access. The invitation that they will receive will give them a link directly to that drawing and an access code that will work for the length of time that you granted them. We will be able to see when they join our drawing and can chat alongside us as well as make edits. Their chats will appear here and you can hold a conversation, as well as noting all actions in which user made changes to that particular drawing. In addition to chatting, we can always export this to different file types so we can use it externally and print it as well. We also have the option to transpose our data points on top of a new drawing. If we have an addition to this floor and don't want to lose our data points, we can use the transpose feature in order to import a new drawing and lay it over our existing drawing so that we can keep our data points. You can make other notations such as drawing on this drawing to indicate any particular elements that you might want to highlight. You can also undo these features, color code them and things as well to fully use all of the tools on the drawing manager. Our goal is to make this interactive and make your life safety drawings current and up to date, and that you can access a wealth of information that's stored alongside your database. This is also a tool that's web-based. You can access it on mobile devices as well and take them on the go.